Akal Music Society of Calgary ਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਜਸਵੀਰ ਚਾਹਲ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਰਾਈਟਰਸ ਫੋਰਮ ਦੇ ਜਨਰਲ ਸੈਕਟਰੀ ਵੀ ਹਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਇਨਵੋਲਵ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਸਰਬ ਅਕਾਲ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਆਫ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਇਨਵੋਲਵ ਹਨ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਦ ਪੋਇਟਰੀ ਲਿਖਣ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਹਨ ਜਸਵੀਰ ਚਾਹਲ ਜੀ। ਜਸਵੀਰ ਜੀ, ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਜੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੌਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਰਬ ਅਕਾਲ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੁਝ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਾਂ।
Tell me about is what is it, the Calgary Writers Forum?
Calgary Writers Forum is a non-profit, totally literary organization who believes in literature only and believes that through the literature of various languages, we can come together and create a society where there will be no bars of language, caste or creed, etc. Every month we meet there every first Saturday of the month at Koso Hall, which our community knows very well. And the idea is simply to have a little good time to share whatever thoughts, feelings, writings you have, which is for the betterment of society in general, and specifically which is for the betterment or uplift of our own community. There we have the members who are coming from all walks of life. They are sharing their writings in Hindi, English, Punjabi, Urdu, and of course that kind of atmosphere you will not find in all the meetings or everywhere, which I really appreciate, and that's the time I like very much when I am among the people who are there to have a time free of any politics, talking about no religion, no politics, but only about the literature and the betterment of life. That's what we are doing and we are trying to promote, and our efforts are that if we can gather more support from the society, especially the younger ones, because they are the future of our society, our generation, and once next generation is with us, nothing to lose.
That's right. Absolutely right.
Thank you.
So how did you get involved with Sarb Akal Music Society?
Sarb Akal Music Society, actually it was by coincidence, you can say. Somebody tried to convince me that why not I come to their show, whereas I thought that, okay man, spending $25-30 for a show, I don't think this is a very good situation, or I am not that eager for that. I'm telling you my true feelings at the time, that me and wife going $50-60 just for 2 hours, okay, let it be. We are in Canada, not making that kind of money. But the things turned the other way around. I attended the show and it was a fascinating show by Dev Dildar at that time, 2013 December or 2014 December, I suppose, yes. And I enjoyed the show very much, and I tried to get more information about the society, and I became a member of the society, keeping in mind only this much, okay, $100. It is not a big amount if I am getting 2 or 3 or 4 shows in a year free. So that was the thing which I thought, and that's how I came into, but ultimately what I find, that it was a very good incident or coincidence that I landed up at a place which is doing a fantastic job for the upliftment of our society, especially the youth or our children. Sarb Akal, as the name, is a very pious name, and their cause is much more pious than that, a noble cause. They are trying to educate youngsters, trying to involve them with the classical music, trying to preserve the music, Indian classical music, and promote it through their shows. They are doing what generally people nowadays are not much bothered about, I would say, because it is a non-profit society. They are not doing anything for money. They are doing something for the future of the generations to come. And that's how, by coincidence, I joined them, and I am very happy that, and I'm thankful to that girl who introduced me to this kind of show. And yes, this is something which I really love.
Have you ever been to the classical show before?
Oh yes, I will not say no at all, because I love classical to some extent. But of course, I'm not an expert on the subject. I'm just like a layman who loves the music, and I love the oldies songs from our Indian movies and the ghazals and all that kind of things. And classical also, quite to some extent, I like it. But I was not that like a hardcore fan of that. But yes, in India also I attended, being in Delhi, you know that Delhi is quite famous for these kind of things. So I did attend quite a number of shows there and enjoyed to the fullest. But here I never even imagined that here in Canada, like some society or some organization will be able to get those cadre of the artist, vocalist or the instrumentalist to come to Canada and perform, which I never thought like that it is possible. And yes, I am very glad to know that yes, it was made very much possible successfully. They ran the show successfully, like houseful shows. So yeah, then means this is the best thing to happen, I would say, in Calgary especially. Calgary is quite lucky in that it is a literary city, as I know. As we have our organization, other organizations, I see a city full of the people with having the literary kind of mind. And yes, this show is like a gem in the crown of Calgary, I would say.
Yeah, indeed
Sarb
it
Akal,
is.
yes.
Indeed it is. Jasbir ji, as you are part of Sarb Akal Music Society of Calgary, and there is a show coming up in February 13th. Tell me about it.
February 13, we are going to have a show which is named as Sting, Vocal and Rhythm. As the name suggests, there are the artists coming from India and US performing these kind of things. And this show is, once again, I am quite sure that it will be a houseful show. The tickets will be on sale all very soon. The show is like, as you know, music is the universal language of mankind. Now the show, Indian classical music, of course, instruments have no language, anybody can understand. Even the music anybody can understand. It is beyond any religion, caste, creed or age. Anybody can enjoy it and understand it and really share, have the sweet memories of the show. We are getting the artists from India. Our star artists are Mr. Matharu, Sarb Singh Bhular, who is running Tar Shehnai, as they call. Vocal is Mr. Satinder Bodal. He is one of the gem of a guy in the vocal. Then there is a young lady coming from US, Kamalji Taluwalia. She is on center, and the tabla accompaniment is being done by Jas Aluwalia. And of course we have one of our local artists, Saranjit Singh is also a teacher in Sarb Akal Society, and he will be giving the accompaniment on tabla to all these great artists. And this will be a fantastic show, no doubt about that.
Jasbir ji, is usually perceived as stage shows, wherever they happen, they are to make money, whatnot. Is that true in the Sarb Akal's the show?
It is true in most of the cases, but never in the case of Sarb Akal. I would say never, because as far as I know this society, and being a little insider now, I know a little in and out of about this society. Is a totally non-profit organization. They are not there for making money, not doing that kind of business. They are there to promote, to preserve and promote the Indian classical music. The founder of the society, Bhai Harjit Singh, like he himself is a very pious man who was very much involved in our Gurdwara Katha, as you know, the Kirtan, and that's from where he started. And then his passion took him up to opening a music school, and then Sarb Akal Music Society. And ultimately, after being registered now, last year they have opened academy, which is a totally like complete school registered with the authorities. It is Academy of Indian Classical Music. They are doing these shows just to promote the Indian classical music so that people know about it. Once they know about it, they will be very much eager rather that why not their children can also play these kind of music or sing that kind of music instead of that hop music and all that kind of other things which we daily see on our TVs, where even like you cannot see those kind of things even like sitting with your family sometimes. Whereas the classical music is something which is soul searching music, soothing music. It is a very peaceful music. Once you listen it for a couple of hours, you will be a fan of it. That's the idea behind all these shows, to promote it so that people know it. And as you know, it is not only for our community, it is for all the Calgarians.
Right. So this society is a totally non-profit organization.
Yes.
Yes. Jasbir, what is the curriculum now of the Academy of Classical Music?
I would say here, I would add what you were trying to say. Objective is, or the aim is, in very simple terms, it is to preserve, promote, and spread Indian classical music. As simple as that in one sentence. Preservation is through promoting and educating. Once it is being imparted to the next generation through this school, yes, it is not going to die. As we know, there are so many languages in the world who have simply vanished. So that kind of thing happens when the next generation is not involved with.
Right.
That noble cause Sarb Akal is doing through its academy.
Right.
It is passing on that thing to the youngsters.
Right. Is there any age limit on who can join the school? Basically,
there is no age limit, but technically, yes, 3.5 years, because a 2-year child may not be able to do justice with the music. Possibly, he will have some of his own ragas and tunes which nobody else may be able to understand.
That's right.
So that's why they said 3.5 years onwards, and there is no limit. You are 60, 70, 80, absolutely no problem. You are from any language you speak, any caste, creed, no problem, because the teachers, they know a little bit of each language, like our Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, English very well, and they can very well impart the teaching of this music to any person who is speaking any language. As I said earlier, music is the universal language of mankind.
Absolutely.
So anybody can understand and learn and, yes, enjoy it.
Right. Jasbirji, as we were talking about the show on February 13th, and 2016 February show is a special show. Tell me about it.
I would say whatever shows Sarb Akal has presented so far, all were special in some or the other sense. This show is also going to be a special one. And one more thing which is like adding to its feather, I would say, is that we are associating this show with a name whom everybody loves. As you know, very recently, Calgary lost one of its very loving politician. I would not like to say him politician, I would say a perfect gentleman rather, Manmeet Bhular. We lost him. He was our MLA, ex-minister, a very young guy, who lost his life just at the young age of 35 years, while he was doing what he loved to do, and that was helping others. He was trying to help others and he lost his life. As we know, Manmeet Bhular, like from the very young age, he was very much involved in the welfare of children and youth. When he was teenage, he established a youth organization named Inspire, which was to help high-risk youth. He was very much against the kind of things which are spoiling our youth. When he came to power, he took very drastic steps to formulate the laws, to make the laws, to help our young children and youth to have a better life, safer life, better upbringing. That was the cause very much dear to his heart, the welfare of children and youth. And there we have a common platform with Manmeet, because Sarb Akal is also having, its main aim is to impart music training to the youngsters. And when we involve the youngsters, our children or youth, to this kind of exposure, after learning for a few years, I am quite sure, anybody will be sure, that nobody can go astray. Nobody will be going to be involved with kind of things, drugs, alcohols and other ailments of our modern society. Once somebody is attached to this kind of soothing, soul-searching kind of music. And being that as a common platform, Sarb Akal humbly dedicates this coming show, Sting vocal and rhythm, in the loving memory of our dear Manmeet Bhular.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
That's very nice. And the Sarb Akal, they are doing great job.
Yeah, we do appreciate whatever Manmeet has done for the society, especially for the children, and this is our humble way simply to pay our respect to him by attaching his name to our show, so that we can very well, the people who come there and see the show, they know what Manmeet has done for the society.
Right. That's very nice. Very nice. So Jasbir ji, if somebody wants more information about the show, where they can get?
They can very well go to the internet on our website, Sarb Akal Music Society.com. They can go to our academy website, which is AICM, like Academy of Indian Classical Music, AICMsociety.com. And they can, of course, email, that will be sarbakalmusic@gmail.com. And of course, they can contact our people, our management by phone also. Harjeet Singh's number is 403-701-1760, Payal Patel at 403-463-0006.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to?
Yes, I would like to add here that yes, I request people who are listening me, our audience, to purchase the ticket, come to the show, enjoy the soul-searching music, see what Indian classical music is all about, have the sweet memories of this, and in this way you are not helping yourself, you are helping society as well. You are helping yourself because you are having quite a good peaceful time, and you are helping the society for a noble cause.
Right. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jasbir ji.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And then I must say thank you very much to Asian Magazine,